Backtest keys on. Alright. So what we want to freaking do. Let me stop. DJ turn me up. Ladies, it's your chance. Doing on. Tower to the floor. In order to check that out, we need a monthly key zone. I said a monthly, weekly. I'm playing though. No, let's just go back to the backtesting it though. Let's see what the fish going on. Cause I was backtesting it. Java that out loud. This is a key area. Swam. I sing the melody and you sing, yeah. I say no. And you say stop. All I wanna do is go, go, go. You, the other half of me. Perfect. I can see from here as well. Am I all you're dreaming of? 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 If am I all you're dreaming of? Guess your mind is on. I wanna give so much. All the things you give to me. Just take my love, baby. Because you want something to me. Whatever you want. Whatever you need. I belongs to you. Whatever you want, baby. Oh, there's nothing out. And I say whatever you want, baby. Oh, oh, oh. I say whatever you want. Once in a lifetime, you will find someone like you. And now that I am, here's what I'm gonna do. I will give you my all and all. Over and over again, lady. Love thanks you too much, baby. It's not yeah, whatever you need. I belong. I belong. Whatever you need, baby. Whatever you want, baby. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Anything you want, I do it for you. In the morning, whenever you want it. In the evening, I do it. Makes no difference. In the evening. Oh. In my own, you dream of. I mean, shoot. In my own, you dream of. In my own, you dream of. Yes, your mouth desire. Strategy doesn't work. Why don't you shut your nipples up? Well, let's honestly, I just want to see what the frick this got going on. I mean, for real though, bro. Like, what's going on, kid? I mean, if it's possible, then let's go here and aim down to targets. It's ultimately right here. Look at this. It's really known. Come on, dog. Makes no difference. You really gonna do that to me, dude? You really gonna do that to me, dude? You really gonna do that to me, dude? What the frick? That's some weird stuff. Oh, we didn't even take out one. Is it that one then? I mean, which one is it though, folks? Oh, it's not that one. Shoot, then what we doing then, bro? I'm saying, like, what we doing then? In my own, you dream of. What we doing then, though, bro? Real talk, bro. What we doing then, bro? Is it these? These is liquidity, though. If we do go for these. So we can probably tend to leave here. And then stop right there. And then, yeah. Not even shorter than that, but. Cause that is liquidity, though, bro. That ain't not telling me that's not liquidity, though. I'm saying. I seen it work, though. multiple times, bro. Isn't that some stuff? What are we doing there? I mean, back, dog. What we doing, bro? Are we seeking out or what, bro? There even gonna be a reversal, dog? Did we take out that? I miss my cocoa, but the kisses when it's mine. What you winning? Ain't no competition, it's gonna be a first like I got nothing. Hey, ain't been the same. Like, moving on your mind. Who got your time? Who you been running with? You got me your side. Now you treat me like my worth less than a dime. Pain up. Then we make it last forever. You're the only one I wanna wrap my arms around her. Who you been telling me on your side? And now you treat me like I was looking at time. And you make it last forever. And you're the only one I wanna wrap my arms around her. In my own, you're dreaming now. I mean, shoot, bro, this is one myself. I'm saying, like, but you can't knock it, bro. You can't knock this up, so, bro. It's right in front of your eyes, so, bro. Shrimp. Oh, it's freaking slightly cold, dog. You're the only one I want to wrap my arms around her. Now you treat me like my worth less than a dime. Oh, you call me your father. Now you treat me like my worth less than a dime. I'm trying to see when it takes out this. Because that stuff is liquidity, bruh. Real talk, bruh. That stuff is liquidity, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Got the vibe right here, stuff like that. I mean, like, come on, though, bruh. What we doing, though, gang? I mean, come on, bruh. Don't tell me, bruh. Don't you freaking tell me, though, bruh. Oh. That's insane, bruh. Swam? No swam, just liquidity? That's real splill. That's real splill, cuz. Finally, we do take out that. After 85,000 trades later. And no keys on hit. I mean, unless you want to mark this one out. Nah, even that's not a kid on, so. Oh, you went and come me your style. Now you treat me like my worth less than enough. Guess we can go about down to the 5 minute. Maybe. Oh, you this week on me your side. And now you treat me like my worth letting it down. I mean, GFX Strat is not really like, it's not really touche crazy. Well, you ain't telling me on your side. And now you tweet me that my worth letting it down. Bro, that's crazy, bro. Bro, that's so crazy, bro. Bro, that's honestly so crazy, bro. Well, obviously it has to work out sometimes, you know? Look at this. Relative. So I'm saying. You know? You know what I'm saying? We're, you know? Relative, and then he's got all these relatives, you know? That's why when we come down here, we also have these equal walls. That's low. So we might want to go down to that. After sweeping out liquidations, that we cause some sort of a break. Like this is an in-post candle. Doesn't look too bad. Swam. You're the only one I want to wrap my arms around. Sure, quite frankly, what's that? It's all liquidity right here. This big major zone. Draw on liquidity. We have top, double tops right there. Fair value, inducement, reaction for whatever this is. Might get a slight reaction. This right here, we do. Touche. Fair value gap. Right. Reaction off of that. Fair value. The tops. Double freaking tops, right? There's no break of structure yet. We still have all that liquidity. The thing about this would be a manipulation of that high, which we don't proceed to do. But actually, it's into this right here is a point of supply. Now you dreaming like my tops once again. Drag this right here. A lot of major double tops. We do still have that liquidity right there. Okay, now we're at liquidity. Where else? Liquidity at? Liquidity at these highs. Liquidity at this high. Right, we have liquidity. These highs right here. These are a lot of highs we have liquidity at. So now what's the factor? of a reversal is to take out liquidity, right? Now this in a way is liquidity. A lot of orders at here, and then yeah, so now this liquidity. Now we do have a fair value. Slight demand, push up to it, take that out. Right, so we took out all the liquidity highs. Tell me, call me your slime. You treat me like my worthless in the door. You know. Then the point of liquidity. So it's right here. And then we have this nice little imbalance. Just right here, right here. So a really good reaction off of. See what we do. Obviously take out that liquidity. You know. And we took buy side. We have a nice little imbalance to fill or to react to. Now what we have trendline liquidity. We tap into that POI, I think. No, we don't. I know we tap into that POI. We have gone freaking 15 minute. We have already 15-minute for value. 15-minute for value gap. I said freaking zone, whatever, and I'm over here training ICT concepts. Isn't that something? With an inverse of that fair value gap. We have trend line liquidity, a lot of liquidity at the lows, possibly even target all these, right? So inversion. Then inversion, we take there, stop at these highs, and possibly target the liquidity at the lows for all the way down here at the 11 or trade. Now obviously we start taking partials. Taking partials at a low and stuff like that. 75%, 25%. Save right there. Partials taken at this low. It's top one right there. Partials taken 75% is off. Stops at break even. And the rest out for down here. We do tend to, and as you see, we do have liquidity at, you know, the highs and stuff like that. But that's on the liquidity port major right there. Major liquidity point as well right here. And then TP ultimately hit at 111 or after tapping into that POI, the fair value gap, and we have an inversion and stuff like that. Alright. Now we have token sell side liquidity. We do as well have this liquidity at this low right here. We have slight liquidity at this low. Or you can say just orders being placed, right? We took that out. Ultimately ran for these lows as well. Could have held it to there. So could have held it to here. At 113R. And ultimately we have this little trend line right here at this low. It's a trend line low, so weak low, so could have it to here as well. In a way, you know. So now you treat me like my brother down. Let me call me your star. Trend line low, weak low. Not something I like to be holding off of, right? So this whole low right here is weak, and anything that comes off of this low will be invalid. For right now, we have the trend line liquidity right here, so this is also a liquidity area. And like I said, I would not be taking no trades off of here. Another liquidity, another trend line effect right there. So looking to take anything off of here. It's a fool's move. Now sweep that liquidity. We have an instant reaction up. Now will be the reason why you want to go up. Well, number one, we have this zone right here. And we have liquidity line right here. We have two tops at this high and a significant reaction. This means liquidity at this area, right? Now we have a fair value gap. Let's present itself. After the fair value gap, we boost up. We have a reaction at the high. Reaction at this high. We have this block right here, or the block that we can get a reaction off after the fill of the fair value gap or the imbalance. Okay, we get a fair value gap and the reaction. We also retrace pretty deeply right here, and liquidity is still lying right there. So now the only liquidity that's left is this low right here. And in order to take out this liquidity, we have to take out internal liquidity, because we need to take out liquidity in order to generate liquidity. But so now off of here, see we have nothing too crazy. We don't take the trade off of that. Now the overall thing right here is this is overall trend line liquidity as well. So anything below that high is invalid. So this is liquidity area right here that we do not want to take any trades off of. Overall below probability. As you can see, top, you know, fair value gap and all that stuff. But at the same time, that is still liquidity. So off of this, I wouldn't actually mind taking the trade off of the inversion of the fair value gap, just to target the high and to induce these buyers that's buying from that low. So at least take out the high at minimum. You can trail stuff like that, or we smack up, right? And we can probably See off of here of the change state. Okay, we actually do, you know, 4.5 level actually is right at this high, so that's actually very great to see. But we target that high as well. If I want it, I don't want it for stops will be at break even, obviously. Or what now? Like I said, trendline liquidity is never a sign of a strong low or high, right? So anything off of that will be simply invalid to take a trade off of, right? We have a reaction off that high, that might be slightly good reaction. Now let's see what we do. We create trend line again, so this becomes an 2-minute low, right at this low right here. Don't forget we're also generating liquidity, so that means that right there is not really. Boom, we took out that liquidity, as well as, hold on, let's actually, yeah, that would have been nice, but see we have trend line as well. Once again, created where, no, not at that high, but at this high, basically. Yeah, so this high, anything below this high is invalid to take a trade off of. Well, let's just see what's going on. We actually retest. Oh, let's see, actually. We don't get a retest off that inversion, which is fine. Do you get a retest off of this value gap right here, which is actually pretty nice. Now we tap into that, and the only thing is we have a breakup block right here we get into off of, and that can be a pretty valid trade. What the thing about this trade is, don't forget we still have this trend line low right here that is never okay to take too much buys off of. So we already have our buy. Well, not take out this high. We may actually want to take out this low before we take out this high, because that, I think, is to avoid losses. We already know this is liquidity, so even if it does take out the liquidity, we can automatically assume that will be enough to go down. Let's see. Great. Nice. So we took out that high. As you see, perfect reaction off of that. After we took out the high, we didn't actually create relative equal highs, you know. I said it's not too much of a terrible thing, right? Fair value gap, we could hit off the fair value gap and actually aim for the low. Let's play it. Trend line is taken out. Makes sense, right? Trend line liquidity taken out. Not bad to take a trade off of. And as well as where that can be about a high. That inversion would be nice. We get the inversion in post. We actually to fix our sword. Actually a nice breaker. We test for 1 to 2. Now the confidence in this strategy, I mean in this trade right here, I'm not too sure, but we're gonna take it, honestly. Stopped out. Stopped out, alright, nice. Alright, first stop out, that's nice. Well, I was impatient, didn't really wait for that one. But we actually knew what the target is now. Now, if we do have that liquidity right there, which is overall, yeah, let's see, look at this reaction. I should take out this liquidity and they have a great reaction up. it's actually a nice inducement for the buyers. We can induce the buys to come in, and then the manipulation of that liquidity of high, and then possibly of this high. I don't see us taking all that, but see us at a minimum on hourly. See us on a 15-minute, which is a straight BS, right? But see, still aiming up for this high. Yeah, on a 4 hour. If not, let's see right here, aiming up for the high. Then we have this nice little order block or demand zone right here. So yeah, even though it's relatively equal low or equal highs, it's still a nice demand zone we can react off of. This will be pretty nice. And back down to the 15-minute. We have a reaction off of that. Trend line liquidity. Anything from this low is not valid low. I mean, anything from this low is not valid because this is a weak leg. So now, what happens? Take out the leg, take out the low, take out the liquidity, and as you see, what do we produce again? Trend line, right? This is not the cleanest bit of trend line, but still overall liquidity. What do we do? So we can't control everything, obviously, you know, but we do end up taking that low out. Trend line liquidity. The low, but fair value gap right here. Then as you produce trend line liquidity, once again, like I said, you always want to stay away from this. This is not a good low to take a trade from. So any reaction from here is invalid. In fact, looking for sales would be the ideal. So let's actually see what we get. See trend line right here, invalid high. We don't want to take any trades off of that. A lot of people mess up at and get induced to do whatever. So you just create a whole lot of trend line. So stuff is not great at all. But we need to take out either one of them, one or another, and I have an actual validated. So what we're doing, right? See what session is this actually? Sessions. And of course, I changed all the settings, right? Of course. Of course. Great, bro. Freaking great, bro. Reset settings. Whatever, mate. Whatever, you can honestly just tell from the freaking things, bro. What is it? Let's go to New York Exchange. We have. Alright, so DM, obviously. This is freaking Asia session, right? So Asia's in place. Relative equal highs. Actually, a lot of orders at this high, and also a weak low. To get a tap off that, we don't want to take it. We want to take the cleanest setups. It's not about taking whatever. It's about taking the cleanest setups, right? So, like, this is relative equal highs as well. You know, a lot of orders at this high. You know, spot right here, and also weak low. So we don't want to take anything off of here because we don't want to try to guess what liquidity is going to be taken out first. And usually when we do try to guess, it's because of liquidity on a high time frame. We usually have a reaction and to induce a small time from liquidity. If you get that, so we got a reaction right there. It don't really matter because that's still weak low. Weak low right here. We actually have way more liquidity. So now a nice little play would probably be to, what, let me see. Yeah, a nice play would be to overall. Let me see, take out. See, it aims right here perfectly. So that'll be a nice play. You can go up to standard deviation. See, invalidate low. See what we do. And anything after this right here will be valid to take any type of trades to for the sell side. But so right now we're not really doing nothing. See, let's take out the low. I'm gonna take out the high. Boom. All right, now we take out this high. Perfect. What do we have? Liquidity. We have a weak low. So everything's off a weak low. We have liquidity at the lows as well. Now what do we have on hourly? Obviously you can see we have fair value gaps and stuff like that. So in that case, what does that mean, right? We have these relative equal highs that we still haven't taken out, and we have this POI area that we can react off of. Correct. But now look at this, look at the story. We already took out this low. Notice after we notice what we did right here. I said trendline liquidity is a weak low, but look at everything we did. We are overall ran up all the way up at this high, and then proceed to take out this low. So this is not a thing we want to aim for immediately, even though it is a weak low. But we don't want to take anything off of that. Best interest would be from this high. Yeah. Something like that, right? We look at standard deviation. We as you can see, we do get any sort of reaction, meaning any sort of a target. But as you see, the target is literally aiming for 1.5 at this target right here. So, then we have all these imbalances, which is really not what I like to see, but I like cleanness, right? But let's continue to play it. Let's see what we have. You have a reaction of this supply, of this demand zone right here. See what we have. Inversion of fair value gap. We have change state delivery, and then we have target 2 to 2.5 right at this low perfectly. All right. Now taking this trade right here, it's not the best trade to take at all. No. It's really not at all. Got this trend line. No, I'm telling you, you kind of just have to, like, you know, just kind of read the stuff, mate. Like, oh, that's what stuff is saying. You just kind of have to read the stuff, mate. Like, bro, frick you, bro. What the frick you think I'm trying to do? Mate, you just kind of have to, like, try to read the stuff at least, mate. What? You wanna get smacked? The frick you just say to me, bro? You know, mate, you just kind of, let's try to read the stuff. Obviously, this is obviously the draw on liquidity. See what happens right here. Drop down to the 5 minute. So you can get an entry to take out this high. Let's see. What do we have? We have a trend line. As you see, not a strong high at all. And then we have what? Tap into this fair value gap right here, and then overall push up higher, right? Relative equal lows. It's not the worst of things, but honestly not really nice sign to look at. Now, perfect trade right here would not be a nice, you know, a nice, well, as you can see, liquidity at these lows as well. Not that hard, mate. Just look at the stuff. Do you have liquidity at that low? Liquidity at this low? Everything's liquidity. We all know that. We do understand that as well. But the best trade right here would probably be inversion fair value gap. Now, the inversion fair value gap you want to probably look for is the high time frame one. So you have this right here. Go on then. Right? It'd be probably best. It probably won't give us a reaction if it does inverse the fair value gap. So we took out liquidity at this low, right? Nice. Took out liquidity. Now what we have is we still have this high. So obviously, for here, that inversion of fair value gap would be a nice trade entry to enter for a reaction. A trend line liquidity as well. We also tapped right back into that, which is now this is a terrible spot to enter from. Number one, like I said, we don't want to try to take a guess of what the frick is going to happen, but so we have this high. We overall have highs to take out, so the best ideal would be either take out this low and then look for inversion, take out the high, which we do take out the low. Let's go on the weekly. See if we have any sort of POI we can enter from or have an overall reaction from, right? On the monthly right here, what do we have? We have, what do we have? Very small trend line liquidity, so and after that we have relatively low liquidity. So this whole area is honestly liquidity, so and there's no actual POI, so I mean the best thing to really do is to wait. You can see trend line liquidity and it also equal low, so this is also liquidity as well. And honestly, even if you do guess, right, depending on the risk reward, you can take the trades, right? So if you do see setup and you do intuition does actually flow. Oh, let's look at that. What the chart is saying, if flow with your intuition and you have a nice fixed risk reward, like at least a 1 to 3 or higher, then you should took the trade, honestly, because it's all like a game anyway, and it's a risk reward game, right? So like I said, trend line high is really not the best high to take. So we have this 4 hour, and this one patience really coming up because it's going to be hard to sit here and not take a trade knowing that there's a lot of opportunity, right? Taking out this little, we're trying to guess if you're going to take out the high first and stuff like that, so it's just like a sitting a patient game, not really doing everything the way we want, but we all know, whatever. So obviously we have this imbalance right here, or fair value gap, whatever you want to call it. Do you have a reaction off of that? Obviously, okay, nice. Trend line liquidity, we have, obviously we can try to find the concept of why it's going to target this low. Maybe because high time frame low, and it's been resting way more and way longer than any of these highs that's on a low time frame. So a high time frame liquidity zone that's been resting long it will be a nice target to aim for generally, because all these right here are recent, way more recent than this weekly, liquidity zone right here. So this weekly liquidity zone been resting for at least freaking months, mate. So if not a year. So yeah, like almost a year it's been resting. So we just now came down to it. That's the obvious liquidity. Right. Actually, I wanna even talk the trade right here, but it's whatever. Why? Because trend liquidity and also the buy is not really in my interest, but it's whatever. Now I'm on a 5 minute, right? Right, now we took out this low, right? Finally. Now our aim target is also this low as well. That's been also resting for quite a while. So this low will be overall the target to aim for. Let's see what we have. Going to daily, we have a daily fair value gap. You can probably get an entry off of. I'm really not liking these equal highs at all, mate. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm really not. So we can probably, let's see what we do. We don't want to take no trade off of stupidness, right? We like clear zones. No, this is the 4 hours, so no days are going by, but that's the day actually. So like weeks are going by. But we like clarity, we don't like stupidness, right? So obviously we could probably expand lower off of that. I feel like but as you see it, inverse it. And then overall as it push higher off of that. Take out the trend line, liquidity this high. Sure, nice. Nice little liquidity trend line, took it out. Now obviously this is gonna take freaking time to play out. I mean, like, come on, mate. Let's freaking be real. It's the change display delivery. I mean, like, what the frick are we doing, though? Like, what the frick, fam? Finally taking out the low, eh? Gosh. Now, this actually is a trade opportunity right here. But a pretty nice one. Well, let's see what we get. Trend line liquidity. Change the state. It's not a really ideal setup right here. It's actually a terrible setup to take. So we're not going to take it. Right here. Yeah. We have trend line liquidity. Right there. So and then we have a reaction. No retest. Retest of this. Alright, now we took out the lows. Perfect, mate. Frick. Finally took out these flipping lows. Flipping. Wait, all these freaking flipping days. Alright, mate. Now we do wait for a inversion trade. Entry. Stops breaker. Stops the low. And then aim for these flipping targets What up here? It's not simple. Quite literally, you see how long I've been flipping waiting for? Trade should be that simple. But we do have all these highs and targets, stuff like that. Sure to be overall generic, you know, a trade to take, but you know, obviously we don't really win that one. Whatever. Alright. I'm playing. It's freaking cool. I mean, it's flipping cool. Why? Why? It's the comfort. That's it. I just said things. I said you're right. $2. Don't you think about me enough? The fact that I can have the thought is because I think I need that. Wait, I'm stupid. It's the last episode. Freaking. A month ago. 2 months ago was the last episode? Sheesh. Sheesh. I mean, gosh dang. Belinsky. It's too this stuff. This stuff will bait you, bro. This stuff will bait you. It really would, though. Yeah, it really would bait you. You be 10. You have to wait. These ICT concepts suck. Why does it suck? Because in a way, you have to wait so long. It's like, I mean, you really don't. But like, come on, bro. You kind of have to wait mad long. But let's actually restart this. Actually, I don't really care about that. We're gonna do. I guess you're gonna see. But we could do it in May. I mean, let's just try it, bro, honestly. Let me stop. Look at the thing stuff. Oh my hand. I already took all that stuff. I just want to see. I just want to see. I just want to. Snapchat. Swam. Perfect trade. I'm about to